Good morning, scholars. I hope you're doing awesome today. Let's get right into this math problem for the day, all right? So this is our application problem for the day, and this is something that you need to sort of have an understanding of area for, the area that we've covered the past couple days. So if you haven't watched those videos yet, pause, go check those out, and then come back, all right? So let's get started in reading this. An 8-inch by 10-inch picture is resting on a mat. 3/4 inch of the mat shows around the entire edge of the picture. We have two things we need to do. We need to find the area of the whole mat, and we need to find the area of the mat that's not covered by the picture. Okay, so let's think about this, all right? So it says that we have an 8-inch by 10-inch picture resting on a mat, all right? So I'm going to draw that picture here. I'm even going to put a little sun in it. There's our picture. Beautiful picture. Ta-da! All right. So here's our picture. And we know that it's 8 inches by 10 inches. That's given in the problem. Right? And I'm going to just move this a little closer here. The problem then tells us 3/4 of an inch. And that's right, 3/4 of an inch of the mat shows around the entire picture, right? So that means that around the picture, I'm going to go around the picture, and it says, and I know that this is not a great drawing, but what's showing here, or what we can see on each side, is 3/4 of an inch, right? And on this side too, because it says around the entire picture, I know that this is also 3/4 of an inch. And I'm not talking about the whole thing. I'm just talking about, right, this sort of blue space here, not the green. The green is 8 by 10. We were already told that. So the rest of it, what's showing outside of that, is 3/4 of an inch. So now we get into what we need to do for the problem, what we need to do for this story. How are we going to help whoever's trying to figure this out? First thing we need to do is we need to find the area of the whole mat. Remember that area is length times width, right? And it's asking us to find the area of the whole mat. Now, the area of the picture, I know it's 8 by 10, but the area of the mat is not just 3/4 by 3/4, because remember, there's mat under this picture. If I were to move my picture, the mat would still be there. So the length, if we're saying that for the picture, if we're saying this is length, right, and this is width, let's do it the other way. Let's say this is length and this is width, then the area for the mat is going to be this whole thing, right? So it's going to be let's say the length, it's going to be these 10 inches, right? Plus the 3/4 inches on this side here, plus the 3/4 inches on this side here. So the length is going to be, let's see if I got this right, 10 from what we have from the picture, plus 3/4, what we have from the top, plus another 3/4 from what we have from the bottom. So if I were to sort of really zoom into this picture for a minute, right, let me actually take this and I'm going to make it bigger. The picture itself, the 8-inch by 10-inch picture, that is 10 inches, right? This here is 10 inches. But then we have this small space here, which we were told is 3/4 of an inch. And we have this small space here, right, between the picture and the edge of the mat, which we were also told is 3/4 of an inch. So when I'm adding all of it together, I'm doing 3/4 of an inch plus the 10 inches plus another 3/4 of an inch. And that's how I would find the length. The width I would do the same way, but I would do it this way, right? So I have 8 inches, and then on each side I also have 3/4 of the map that is showing outside of the picture. 3/4 here, 3/4 here. So in order to find the width, I would have to do 8 plus 3/4 plus 3/4, right? And that is how I would then be able to find the area of the whole thing, right? So that's part one. So we're just gonna pause there for a minute. I want you to try to think about that. Were you able to understand it? And once you do understand it, I want you to try to solve for it to find the area of the whole map, right? Once you've got that, click below. Well, not below. Go back to our slides and click on the second link to look at how we're going to solve part 2. Bye, scholars.